Okay, the cops are tripping out for me reaching for my wallet. I'm at the police station, and I call the police to file a complaint about the other cops' bad behavior and to show them the receipt, like was discussed in the other blog.
So
and now they're tripping out on me.
Bottom line, we're not going to engage in a conversation about what took place with a different deputy on a different day, okay? We weren't there. We don't know the facts and circumstances behind what took place. We're not going to engage in an argument about it, okay? Whatever decision was made by the deputy at that date and that time is what's going to stand, okay?
Right, well, his instructions were to come over here if I found the receipt, and I did. Okay. So here I am. Yo.
Yo what?
I'm doing what he said to do.
I don't know what yo is indicating.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't do anything wrong, so please try to show me some respect.
Sure, I'm showing you all the respect in the world. I'm letting you know, plain and simple, we're not going to engage in a conversation about a decision that was made by a different deputy.
That deputy said, should I find the receipt, come into the police station. Here I am.
Receipt with you?
Yes, I do.
Okay, we'll take a look at it.
Cool.
Just so you know, man, whatever decision was made is not going to be reversed just because you show us a receipt, okay, man?
Whatever.
That's what the court system is for.
Yeah, but I want to take it into evidence, the time, date, item list.
So you'd like us
but not make a note of it or whatever.
What are we talking about here? You're just showing me what is on this that I'm...
Okay, I came out of the Ralph's last night.
That's right. Stay right there.
He can stand. It's fine. We're just having a conversation.
Yeah, again with the rudeness. I'm not being detained. I called you.
You're not being detained.
You're bringing a lot of unnecessary attention, man. We're trying to have a conversation.
Oh, you are. You're being disrespectful to me. You all made a mistake last night. I called you today to correct that mistake, so you need to focus on your mistake.
You just keep talking over me, man. You're not even giving me an opportunity to engage in conversation. I'm trying to show you respect, okay? Help me to understand the whole situation and not just give us a little piece, okay?
I was falsely accused of shoplifting.
Okay, and that happens.
Yes.
That happens, unfortunately it
And
does.
what happened is the little gay dude, the night manager at the Ralph's over here, was being bitchy to me, saw a poor person, called the cops.
Okay.
He's wrong, and if we note on here some specific evidence, like one, I have $400 remaining food stamps. Two, the time is...
No, that's okay. I believe you.
And I have video of the interaction with the cop last night.
Tell me what you...
What are your expectations, man? What would you like for us to do?
First thing is, let's start at the grocery store, say, hey, I'm allowed to shop for food in my new home neighborhood again.
We can't do that, unfortunately.
You can't?
We don't have the power to do that.
We can just walk in there and I can just talk myself. I'll take care of it for you. All you have to do is go over there you did last night.
I'll tell you what I'm willing to do for you, okay? It sounds to me like you're presenting some credible evidence in your case. Okay,
Yeah.
because you now have a case, right?
Yeah, I do have a case.
Okay, so let me finish, and then you'll have an opportunity to talk, okay? Because if we just keep talking over each other, I promise we'll get nowhere, okay? What I'm willing to do is I will write a follow-up report, and I will take this receipt as evidence, and I will add it to your case.
Oh, you take a picture of the receipt.
You don't want me to take the actual receipt?
Oh, hell no. No, I'm going to keep the original. Dang it.
So you want me to take a photo of your receipt and book it as evidence?
Yes.
Okay. And what makes you think we do that?
I've had experience with cause before. You're more than capable of doing that. I have a stalker. I've brought evidence by piles. Yes, screenshots, photos, whatever.
Okay, so here's
but the original, I'm on a receipt.
Come on. Are you going to hear me, man, or are you just going to keep talking over me? What I'm willing to do, we will take a photo of the receipt. We will book it as evidence, reference your case, okay? And then when you go to court and you get assigned either a public defender or you hire an attorney of your own, they can subpoena the evidence in court, and you can present your case and your defense.
Cool, that's good, yeah.
That is the extent of what we can do.
Fine,
we cannot reverse decisions
getting official record of it in case something happens to me or whatever.
And hey,
that's very important.
Dude, I don't blame you. I don't. You're doing everything you need to do.
I've never had a theft charge of any sort in my life.
Good.
Ever, not one.
Good. Okay, so here's what we need to do in order to do this, okay? Number one, we need to get all your information.
Yes.
Okay?
ID, you want just...
Do you have the business card from yesterday or the citation?
Yes.
Cool. We'll grab that. And then we need to grab our determination camera so that we can take a photo of the receipt, okay?
Okay.
Does that sound like a plan? Do we have an agreement?
There's my ID.
Okay, cool. I'm sorry we got off on the wrong foot, man. Seriously, I do. I think
you all tripping on me for reaching in my bag. You have to understand, when I call you here...
Colton, you gotta understand, brother. The line of work that we're in is very dangerous, okay?
I do, and basically I'm saying you're a little bit cowardly for freaking on that, because I called you.
Cowardly or smart?
Cowardly.
Okay, well that's your opinion, sir. I'm not going to disagree with you.
You know, I come to the police station in broad daylight at about... This
isn't a police station, sir. This is City Hall.
I asked her if this was a police station in there.
No, sir. The police station is in Lake Forest. It's at 20202.
This is a substation.
No, sir. This is not a substation. This is City Hall.
She said that the police...
So she's misinformed, I'm telling you.
Okay, well, I looked it up on Google Maps. Yeah, I looked up on Google Maps and I came and asked her, and she's like, yeah, the police are in this building and there's a bunch of cop cars and all that. Okay, I don't know where I...
Do we have a good plan in place?
Yeah, let's go.
I'm glad we have a good plan in place. I'll tell you what we'll do. Why don't you grab your stuff, come on over to our car over here, set up shop on the hood of our car, and we'll go from there, okay?
Okay.
Are you former military by chance?
Actually, I am not. My family is.
Okay, very good.
But I do come well prepared.
Yeah, man. You gotta understand. We don't know you from Adam, right? We just met you 5 minutes ago.
Right, but just the encounter is I called you here to file a report. There's no reason to suspect.
So you're not actually filing a report, sir?
We're
just taking your evidence.
Okay, taking evidence, yes.
Yeah, that's all we're doing, sir.
But also remember, I do want to complain about the extreme rudeness of the
Well, sir,
officer
I can
last
provide you
night.
with a phone number that you can call, get in touch with the watch commander, or do that. We don't take
Yes,
reports
okay.
here at City Hall.
Ask her in here if I could contact the
Got
watch
it. So
commander.
do you
She
want to
said
put
call.
stuff right here in the shade, hang out, grab all of our stuff that we need, and go from there.
Of course,
Jesus,
I'm
that's
going to
the
go
most
talk to the
packed wallet I think I've ever seen in my life.
I'm a businessman. I got shit going on.
I hear you, man. You get the receipt with you, man?
Cash, too.
Take a look at it real quick. When did this incident even take place, man?
Last night.
Last
I
night?
bought this food at 6:15 or whatever it says in there. I went out. I ate the park basically. I came back. Took a shit. Came out of the store. I left my bike chained up at the store the whole time. Unchained the bike, and as I was leaving, the cops rolled up. But no one talked to me in the store.
Where was the receipt at the time? Why didn't you present it to the officer?
I had a couple of Ralph's bags, and a bunch of food, half open and whatever. And
So you
the
couldn't
officer,
find the receipt?
no, the officer wouldn't let me look. He put me in handcuffs, put me back in the car.
Okay.
And he looked through the bags, and he said it wasn't there. And like I said, it'd been 2 hours. I already ate half of it, and I threw away some trash, so I assumed he was correct.
I know you don't want
He
to
was
lose this, and
not.
this is important to you. Do you mind if I put it on my hood of my car for a couple minutes?
That's
You have
fine. It'd be a good
total
way to-
vision of it? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm just going to clip it right here in the windshield. Hey, Murph, can you open this up on your... No, that's fine. You're good.
I see your.
And today I
Can I
went
see your
to.
ID real quick?
And today I went to eat some of the food that I had in the bag. I had more food in the bag,
What I wanna do
and
is I wanna
I
do a
found it
little-
in there. But
Cool, I want to
coincidence.
do a little digging around. I'm going to go ahead and pull up this call from last night, okay?
Sure.
I'll try to understand a little bit more. Because remember, like my partner said, we were
Hey,
not
no
there, sir.
problem, no problem. I was telling the officers last night too, like I'm gonna be a regular. Please, like you might as well get used to me. I fly a sign. I'm poor, but I never steal shit. I never do shit. I got strict rules about that. I got me. Part of the reason I'm coming in, the receipt shows I got $400 balance in food stamps.
What was the date? Was it yesterday?
Yeah,
15th?
15th,
Okay.
yeah.
No problem.
The time's on there too. I checked
About
out.
what time did the officers make contact with you?
I'd say 8 to 8:30.
About 8 to 8:30. Okay, I'm gonna pull up the log from last night.
Wow, that's hot. Oh shit.
Yeah, be
6:06
careful, man. It's very
p.m.
hot.
6:06
All right,
p.m.
I think I got it right here.
is when I bought the food, and then I went and ate in the park. Came back.
Okay, so it looks like we were dispatched at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. That
8
sounds
o'clock,
right.
okay.
Yeah.
And you're Wood Colton?
Yes.
Colton Wood? Okay. You were cited in the field and released?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And what were you cited for? The theft?
Petty theft.
Of what? Of food?
They did not ever come up with an accusation. No one could. They barely said
Mind if I
anything
see the
about that.
citation?
Sure.
Cool, man,
It just
thanks.
says petty theft. That was actually confusing to me because I knew what happened. I didn't
Place this right here, okay?
I didn't take anything. I never fucking do ever.
Is there a specific item?
No,
Is there
that's
a
what I'm
question?
saying. They made no accusation like he stole this. No, they didn't. They couldn't articulate that.
When the deputies were talking to you, did they say, "Did you pay for this? Did you eat this"?
No,
like that.
nothing
Let
like
me ask
that.
you a question. This is just like, I'm just thinking logically here. This is a misdemeanor arrest, right?
Yes.
So it means that in a misdemeanor arrest situation, the victim or the business, meaning Ralph's, has to sign a PPA, right?
They said that happened.
Or a private person's arrest warrant saying that you in fact did steal the food, right? Why would Ralph's?
And then they
hear me
couldn't
out,
articulate.
hear me out. Why would Ralph sign a PPA knowing that you had purchased those items and it had the receipt to prove it?
Oh, here's
How does
another
that-
interesting
I'm trying to
fact.
make the connection.
The bitch that sold me that food, I went back in after the cops left, and I have a recording for last night saying, "You never shopped here. We didn't serve you that." And I already called the manager earlier this morning. I'm like, "Called loss prevention, get the camera stuff. I'm pushing this. I know what I did. I'm innocent."
I got you.
The bitch lied about me buying anything, and I believe they just made out. They took one look at me like, "We don't like this poor dude. Put him out." That's what it is. They tapped me for looking poor. He tapped me for the way. That's it.
Do you have your EBT card with
Yes,
you?
I do.
May I see it, please?
Yep.
Okay. So ending in 2191, 2191. Yeah. So it matches up, man. So
Yeah.
here's the thing.
Also, I talked at length and showed half the food, and
Here's what I'll
everything
Here's
matches.
what I'll tell you. Everything you showed me makes total sense. I'm not in disagreement with
Well, remember I was saying I want to complain with the officer from last night
so I
because he
wanna
was
try to help you
rude
out.
and quick. He jacked me up and I couldn't search through my
I
bags.
wasn't there. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, okay.
So,
well,
so again, here's
I
what we're gonna
tried and turns out I could have
Go and
provided
hop
the
in the
receipt.
trunk real quick and grab the black backpack, please. What we're going to do, man, we're going to get photos of the receipt, okay? We are going to write a supplemental report stating that you came to City Hall, you showed your evidence, okay?
Good, yes. Good.
And then when you go to court, what's your court date?
Sometime in September, I'd have to look at the thing.
Cool. Let your public defender know. Are you planning to hire a private attorney or get a public
No, public defender.
Okay. Tell your public defender, hey, just so you know, shortly after the incident, I went to Mission Viejo City Hall, I spoke with officers, I filed a supplemental report, they captured images of the receipt, and that would be filed away as well. So they can subpoena all that and help you out. Does that make total sense?
Okay.
I feel like we're on the same page now.
Yeah.
See how sometimes
one of the
you start
reasons
off on
I
the
came
wrong
right
foot?
in is want to make sure there's evidence documented. Because what if something happens to me? Yeah, whatever.
Okay. Well, I don't know anything about that, sir.
The officer last time was
more than
tripping
happy
and
to
saying,
help you
"Find the receipt and bring it in and show us." Okay, I'll do it. If I do that, I will. Okay, so I am.
Yeah, and more than likely what would happen, man, is, charges would probably just get dropped in that case.
Oh, I'm not really concerned, man. I just got out of the jail facing 3 felonies and a strike.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah.
What for?
Assault with a deadly. Someone tried, and a couple other possession of weapons and stuff. See, the dude tried to rob me, and I beat his ass so bad I went to jail for it. But I beat the case because I was on camera with him, crazy ass tweaker bitch, bragging about taking my phone.
All right, so just gonna show you over here in the shade so you can see, Colton. This is not my personal cell phone. This is a department issued camera, okay?
Cool.
So I just wanted to show you that. A lot of people
I told
look at
you
it,
guys had the
a lot of people look at it and say, "Man, are you using your cell phone?" No. And if I did, I'd have the oldest iPhone in the world, right?
Yeah,
Cool.
it's,
All right, so I'm gonna take
it's sufficient.
Both your citation and the receipt that you showed me, okay? And why don't you put your EBT card out there as well? That way
Yes,
so
which is
further corroborates
another.
your story, right?
Yes, like
Good
this
idea,
is the stuff
right?
I bought.
Awesome.
And also, it makes sense what I bought. Yes, the beer's on the receipt. Yes, I bought a bunch of food. Like it's obvious, it was really my.
Man, whatever you decided to buy is your business. We don't really.
Well, the officer last night was tripping on the report because there was 1 can left in my leftover food bag.
Sure. And I'm just gonna make sure that the date and time is all captured.
Yes,
on here as well.
yes,
That
that's
way-
exactly yes.
Awesome, man.
I gave the store a little bit. I said it was closer to 7 than to 6, but that's because I sat and watched TV in the park for a minute while I just lost track. I didn't start paying attention to the time. The cops showed up. And this honestly pisses me off too, because I know
thought
what
you were saying
happened.
none of that.
I know what happened in
Did
the
you grab all
store.
his information already?
They took one look at a
Give me
poor
his ID
dude
back?
and called the cops on me because I know I didn't do
Sorry
shit.
about
I know for a fact they didn't see me take anything. I know how security works, and they're supposed to be able to say
So cool.
he's told something.
Real quick, we're gonna write a supplemental report in this case. We're gonna book that stuff as evidence. That way, it's subpoenable by your attorney later on. Okay.
Okay.
Here's what I want you to remember: the supplemental report uses the same case number as you already have on your citation. So, if you look in the upper right-hand corner here, you're gonna see 20-. That's the exact number that it's gonna be under. Okay.
Okay.
Do you want me to write it out on a separate card for you? That way you have it.
Let
me tell you what-
reading that right.
Let me do it for you anyway, man. Just so you,
7-2.
yeah, let me write it out for you, just so there's no confusion, man.
Yeah, why
I want
not?
you to
Always
feel like-
redundancies. Why have a fat wallet? I keep my.
Cool, man. Cool. How you been? How's things been going otherwise, man? Other than this,
Well, you know, we're in the middle of a fucking pandemic,
I hear you, man.
which some piss me off. I shower at the YMCA up here, so I'm gonna be a real regular around you all this all the time. So I want to get this hammered out, make sure there's no misunderstandings.
Okay.
So what if I sit here in a
So
bar?
that's the case number right there.
Still nothing. I never ever see. But these dudes took one look at me. I know I'm in a rich white area or whatever, but they took one look at me and bullshit.
Gotcha. So Colton, just one thing I want to clear up before you take off. Number one, sorry we got off on the wrong foot, but it seems like we were able to get your questions answered today and get everything resolved, and hopefully this helps you on your journey and your case and whatever you got going on, okay?
Okay.
Number two, reference you reaching in your bag. You've got to understand that from an officer safety perspective, that freaks us out, okay?
I understand it freaks you out, but you just kind of got to tolerate that risk because it's part of your job.
Tolerate what risk? What if you had a weapon or a knife or a gun inside your bag? I don't know you. I just met you 5 minutes ago.
What if
So
that dude
it's-
sitting in that car does?
It's all about respect, right? I'm here showing you the same respect of helping you out and getting your questions answered and helping you with your situation. You show me the same respect by, hey, I'm not going to go reaching around because I know that that's something that officers don't like to see. Fair
okay.
enough?
If it was a stop, I'd understand. If it's time, you keep your hands on the wheel,
Well,
all
it's
that.
kind of the same situation.
But when I call you at City Hall to handle
Well,
business,
you never know, man. You never know. We've had some people come by that are unruly. So anyway, man, I hope that we were able to get you resolved, get everything fixed. Do you have any questions for me while we're still here?
Only one thing I'm serious about. Take note of me. Say hi. You're gonna see me around,
That's
but
fine,
I
and
don't
I hope
cause
you do the same
problems. Please don't. You know, and you guys can fuck people's lives up. It's a serious issue. That's why I'm making sure this logo's here now. I don't steal shit ever. I'm not
I'm
involved
not
with
looking to
shit.
ruin your day, man.
Yeah, and please don't in the future.
Cool, man. Well, hey, listen, man. If you see my partner, Deputy Murphy, or myself, Deputy Bright, please say hi, okay? Especially
Good.
now that we've
Okay.
met, all right?
Yeah.
Respect always goes two ways, doesn't it?
Yeah, I know how to be a poor person. This was a bad situation, but usually I do all right. Usually
Yeah.
I'm in areas for years, and I don't have to. I do well enough. I don't have to take.
I'm sorry you fell on some hard times, man. I
chocolate
hope that
pies.
things do get better for you, okay, Colton?
Yeah, I do all right. I'm not complaining.
All
I'm
right,
not
man.
complaining.
You be good. Be safe out